Hi guys, let me teach you how you can make yourself the easiest rosemary hair oil to help thicken your hair like this one. Yes, in fact, before I begin this video, this is how we infuse our hair oil before it is sent on the market. I mean, before it is sold on the market. Yes, but then I want to use this oil to make rosemary oil for you. This oil on its own is very potent. You can use your carrier oil as olive oil or coconut oil, but I just want you to use a very potent oil, which is this oil. Yes, so in making rosemary oil, the whole concept is to get a carrier oil and then to infuse it in your rosemary. Yes, that is rosemary oil. However you want the rosemary to be, that is however you want. For example, if you want your rosemary to be in powdered form, and then you have to make sure that you blend your rosemary before you do anything. If you want it to be in, how it is, you also use it just like that. Yeah, rosemary is a DHT blocker, which means that it's able to block hair loss. If you use rosemary on your hair consistently, you notice that you are able to regrow your bald spots and then reduce your hair fall as well. Yes, so let's make this rosemary oil with this thick carrier oil we have available. Yes, so this is about 2 tablespoons of rosemary. Depends on what you want, the quantity and everything. It depends on what you are looking for. So once I get this ready, I allow it to infuse into the oil. You can allow it to infuse into the oil for days, for months, or you can just boil it or fry it. Either double boiler method or use direct heat. For me, I don't like to use direct heat so much. Not everything I like to use direct heat. Something like aloe vera, I have no option than to use direct heat. But rosemary, I can just use double boiler method. Yeah. So once this is ready, I strain the oil I'll be using. That's what I showed you when the video began. I strain it into this container and then we are good to go. Guys, let me mention some benefits of rosemary oil so that you are aware of the tremendous benefits in this oil before you use it. So rosemary oil is able to stimulate scalp blood circulation on the scalp. When the blood on your scalp is well stimulated, it promotes hair growth so much. Yes, because when there's friction on your scalp, that is, you are massaging your hair and all that, your hair growth really grows faster than usual. I don't know if you are getting what I mean. Yes, rosemary is able to also combat certain things that cause hair loss. Yes, hair loss sometimes is not just within, it is also from without. I mean, what is outside you. So if you want to fight hair loss, you have to use both inner tactics and also outer tactics. With the inner tactics, having a good diet, taking care of yourself can really help. With the outer tactics is using something like rosemary infused oil or spray on your hair. So you can tell that I've infused it. I've just poured the oil into the rosemary and I'll be doing the double boiler method with my kettle here. I just have to put the rosemary into the container into this water and then leave it for a while. Here you'll be confused whether you should cover it up or just leave it there like that. Covering it up is like you're boiling it, and sometimes the vapor is able to enter the oil, and you wouldn't want that, because if you are doing oil, you are doing oil. If you are doing butter, you are doing butter. You wouldn't want a mixture of water and oil in one thing, especially if you don't intend to do anything like that. So after the double boiler method, I left it inside the hot water for like 10 minutes. The water wasn't boiling continuously. After I boiled, I just left it while the water was still cooling down. Yeah, I left it inside, and then I later strained it after a few minutes. Yes, guys, this oil is so potent. Like, the color of the oil tells you how potent it is. It is so very potent. It is so very potent. It's not even because I infused into rosemary, it's because it is already a good healthy hair oil before I even introduced rosemary to it. Yes, I don't know if you understand. So it is already a very potent oil before I introduced rosemary to it. So now that the oil is ready, it's even looking black in color, but it's not black. I mean, because of the herbs, that's how come it's looking that way. So when you're done, just transfer it into your applicator bottle or any of your bottles you'll be using to apply this on your hair, and you are good to go. Guys, wasn't this simple? I mean, this is the simplest oil you can make. This is the simplest oils you can make. Yes, before I end this video, bear in mind that I have I have an ebook in the description where I have 20 different herbs you can use to grow your hair. Those some of the 20 herbs are included in this hair oil. That's how come the color is so thickened like this. Yeah. Let me know if there's something you'll be trying. In fact, this should be something you'll be trying. Yes, and you could tell how good this oil is. And using this oil, just apply it to your scalp and massage it regularly. Massage it regularly, and you're good to go. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.